Very good afternoon, dear good kids. Hope you all are very good. You are studying very well. So let us begin with today's lecture. But before starting the lecture, as usual, we will just have a recap what we learned yesterday. Yesterday, I told you about two different things. The first, we came to know across there are two types of age. According to the psychology, that is chronological age and mental age. And also, I taught you about what is called as intelligent quotient, that is called as in short form IQ. The first thing was chronological age. What is the chronological age? Chronological age is age which represents the biological number in which you have lived your life from the day in which you have taken the birth from the mother's womb. But your mental age is somewhat the age which really decides or narrates your the thinking process, your narrating process, how social you are, how you are adopting the things, and how things are going on. Same way, IQ. IQ is related to intelligence. What is intelligence? Ability to think, perform, or do work in much more better way, in whatever way you want to do. As we already know, there are a number of genius borns whose IQs were great, and one day all of them turned to a great revolutionary persons. Same way, the IQ reflects everyone's life in particular spectrum. So in today's lecture, we are going to talk about types of intelligence tests. This lecture will not only for the psychology student, this lecture may be helpful for all the aspirants even who are attending the SSB interview round. All the UPSC rounds also deals with intelligence test. This today's lecture will not only help you to cope up during interviews, but also it will let you know about how the interviewers judge you on different tasks at different levels. So as you know, there are different psychologists. So the team of psychologists have given the different methods. We will study the different methods in two parts. First is the method of administration. Second is based on material weight. In method of administration, we have simplified the part into the two process. First one is individual test. Second one is the group test. Whereas based on material part used, we can classify it as verbal and non-verbal part. When we talk about individual task, group task, verbal intelligence test or non-verbal intelligence test, this all functions under SSB interview also. We name that interview round as psychology round. That may also consist of PPT, picture perception test, description test, narration test. There are n number of tests. In that n number of conditions, you people, you guys, you the future officers are judged on different scenarios, how you are going to decide and how you are going to relate your life in particular situations. So without wasting time, let us study first method of administration. So as you already know, what do you mean by administration? When we talk about administration, the administration word comes from administer. Administers in easiest or nearby English word, you can say with a few people, how you are going to manage the task. Individual task is very important in administration test, in which every individual is given the set of example, set of conditions. They have to perform that task individually, and depending upon that task, they are going to get a marks in that particular round. Whereas what happens in GT, as you already know, in SSB there are large number of candidates, and in psychologists, even if psychologists have given a task to interview or to test the intelligence of the group, they conduct group task. They conduct group task intelligence test. In SSB we have special officers for this. That officer is known as GTO, Group Task Officer. Same way, the psychologist who conducted this test has shortly named them as GTI, Group Task Intelligence Test. Okay, in that what is going to happen? A, B, C, D. Let us talk about four guys who are in a group. I am saying A, B, C, D. These four guys are combined in a particular group, and they have given a particular task to perform. How they all cooperate with each other, how they help each other in overcoming the obstacles, that is the main aim which is to be seen in group task. Group task also shows the leadership quality of a particular group. The person who leads from the first have the better leadership quality. This is how the psychologist, the interviewer, try to jot down the points in a positive manner. But there is always pros and cons in individual task and group task. Let us talk about advantages in individual task. If individual task means if individual intelligence test is conducted under matter of administration, the first advantage is the interviewer comes very much formal, means he get a lot of chance to know more and more about the person sitting in front of him or applying for the job. Second thing, he can narrate, he can escalate the person's potential, and depending upon that he can gain yes or he can gain no. But the disadvantage is it is a time consuming task. The disadvantage is it is a time consuming task, because all the times we cannot perform the individual test for single individuals. But especially if you appear for an interview, if you appear for college level job, if you appear for any professional ethics languages or anything else, you require to undergo through this task. GT is important. If you kids you are preparing for CDS or if you are trying for special entry, and at that level you have to undergo the GT. GT is a task given or assigned to you by the GTO, Group Task Officer. GTO will give you some tasks which will consist of obstacles. You have to cope up among each of the individuals of the team, and depending upon that the task will be assigned. In a particular ample of time you have to complete the task. The team which complete the task in a given time wins. The team which lags will be out of the SSB. This is how the group task is conducted. Disadvantage of group task is here somehow in some cases the individual's performance is not given so much weightage as compared to individual task. Second thing is here only the leadership and cope-up qualities are verified, but all other qualities are somehow not enough capable to underline or to undergo this particular process. Let us talk about another method that is based on the material used. If we are using material, as we all know, yes, that communication is very important in one's life. How you communicate depends upon what you achieve. You have might seen there are n number of people with the higher degrees, but somehow they lag in their communication skill. When we, I, you or any XYZ person lag in communication skill, it means we are lagging in this portion, means we are lagging in verbal communication. Verbal, the word itself states it is a word association test. The SSB aspirants, they might be knowing, if you are referring SSB urban publication interview books, in that you can see WAT, word association test, that is coming under this. Here the description of the pictures, you will be shown the pictures or the slides and you have to narrate the story. But the rule is you have to make only the positive points for particular stories. Please keep in mind, try to avoid using negation of the word. For example, if a coffin is shown around surrounded by the 4 peoples, then you do not have to write the soldier, this is the coffin of a soldier who martyred. No. You have to narrate a story in such a way that in that story the martyrdom should be shown as a great act of bravery. Got my point? Means in your lower standard you have learned about affirmative sentence. All the sentence should be affirmative. Non-verbal test here. It is again very important. Why? Because here nobody is going to communicate with you only with the use of the sign language or with some of the clues. You have to identify the task and you have to convey the proper message to the battery. Okay, Army also have the separate department of psychology which conduct aptitude battery test also. Even if you are willing to apply for officers in OLQ, these 2 tests is going to help you in much more better way. So please guys, prepare on these 2 tests in a proper manner. Coming back to HSC guys, for you guys, you have to just go through the definition of individual test and group task. Okay, individual intelligence test, group intelligence test, verbal intelligence test, non-verbal intelligence test. Here what I said, it is based on the administration, how you administer, how you perform the task, but it is based on with the lesser material given to you, how you get the maximum output is the main aim behind this task. Okay, in group task you can say the performance of the group matters, in individual performance matter. Here the coordination and cooperation matters, here your skills matters. In verbal task your vocabularies matters. Second thing, your way of positivity matters. Third thing, how you utilize the language, that matters. Whereas in non-verbal you can say the understanding, general understanding matters very much. And second but not the least, you can say in non-verbal task the very much understanding thing is that by seeing the sign you must able to decode the message. That's why we have in reasoning also, you might have been gone through this portion, decoding and coding portions. That's what are coming under, some of their questions come under this portion also. Okay, will not go in that detail, but as per the HSC syllabus, this only you have to study. You have to study about the 4 types, that is individual, group task, verbal, non-verbal. You have to learn about advantages of all the 4s and disadvantages of all the 4s. This topic will become for 2 marks. Anyone may come. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.